Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Industrial Faith. Welcome to episode 13 of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. This episode is going to be dedicated pretty much to killing aliens, and that's what we do a lot of. But first, we have to have some interesting adventures with the tank. And by interesting, I mean, oh, did I really do that? Anyways, so we're gearing up to begin the assault. I'm just kind of last-minute check on my factory. But first, I have to move some junk. What am I doing here? Trying to think what I'm doing. I guess I'm just moving stuff. Oh! I'm trying to make something here. I'm trying to... I don't know what I'm trying to make. Oh, grenades! That's right! Grenades. Yes. Something that, again, ends poorly. So, the tank. Yes, let's go for a drive. Driving in this game is horrible. Now watch this. I blew up my own damn laser turret. I fixed my tank. And I go, screw it, and I put it in my pocket. So, anyways, so I have to leave. So this is where we begin our march to kill some alien bases. We're using a technique called turret creep. And I've used it before. It's extraordinarily effective. I mean, it's ridiculously effective. And so I'm putting down some turrets. And that's what you do. And because I have a long reach, it's even easier. Oops. Whoa, there's a lot of them. Look at that. So it's best to lay turrets between waves. Now, I don't know why I didn't... Oh, I couldn't lay that one down because there was a tree in the way. Now, at some point, I'm actually going to leave one of these lasers out here and forget about it forever. And that's going to be bad because it gets attacked at some point, and I'm sort of... When did I leave that tower there? Maybe that's the one sitting there? I don't know. But anyways, that's all you do is you creep, you repair the towers, or you repair the laser turrets as they happen. Oddly enough, that arrowhead works brilliantly. There we go. And there's your loot. And that's how you get alien artifacts. Did I leave all those turrets out there? Tell me not. No. Okay. Whew. I'm just like, well, in the dark, it's kind of hard to differentiate the turrets at some point. Now here I'm going to go north. What I'm doing with this is I'm running these because I don't want to... I want to use as little resources as possible. At some point, I end up running for my life here. I'm trying to figure out when that is, but it's woo! Look at that. It's a lot more exciting at 4 times speed. It's sometimes it's almost shocking how sudden it is. Now the reason my turrets are taking damage is because there's a class of enemy called a spitter, which does exactly what its name says. It spits at you. It's not very polite. Now what I'm doing is I have repair kits, and I'm using those to sort of let the turrets tank the damage. And the repair kits can only do so much, really. Scooping the loot. Loot. 281 after 2 bases. And here I'm going to do some repairs. The thing is, every injured... I have no idea where that guy was. Every injured turret takes a separate space in your inventory. Yeah, here's where I end up running for my life. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, that was pretty funny. I got a little close. Now, they didn't attack my power poles, which I thought was interesting. Now, I don't know if that's a specific design choice within the game, or if it's just behavior that... Because if they attack your power poles, you have to... Especially when you're running them across the landscape, you end up having to repair. You know, you're going to have to put turrets around every power pole. And at times, the attacks are big, brutal, and nasty. So, Steejo calls this cotton candy, and gosh, I totally see why. So there I'm looking. Now, the one thing I'm not doing is I'm not putting up power poles. They're called victory poles. Because the game says that the biters can't place spawners in a chunk where you have your stuff, which is a predetermined measure of something. I don't know how big a chunk is. There's a way to look at how big the chunks are. So all you have to do is put a... It almost sounds cute. So the reason I'm building two like this is because I have two different bases that I need to attack. And they're kind of... the biters are kind of massing in that area, so I want to make sure that they don't take out my power supply. Again, I don't know if they will or won't attack a power supply. Pew pew, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll leave them there. I can always come pick them up later. Whew. I got a big attack. So the way you do it is they spawn, and you kind of have to take out their... They gather their forces for an attack, and you have to take those out. Spawners also spawn at a very regular basis. Now, I don't know how fast they spawn when they're doing an attack, but that's a good question. So I don't know. I assume that they spawn quicker if there is... What do you call it? I assume they spawn quicker if they're being attacked. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyways. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm sure they spawn quicker or more frequently if they're being attacked. So I'm just going to leave that there. At some point I pull out and go, how far away are they? Oh, they're very close. Hello. I also don't know how long it takes for the bodies to vanish. But as you can see how effective lasers are. You know, 5 lasers, I'm killing entire waves here. Now, the things I can't take very well, or the lasers can't take very well, are the big blue spitters. And I don't know if it's shot on the map above, but my base was being, or the gate was being attacked. So... cotton candy. Not good for you. Tasty, though. Cotton candy is delicious. And really, you don't need that many laser cannons. Now, unfortunately, you can't get bigger laser cannons. You can, what you can do is you can, it ups the damage, it ups the fire rate, but at no point do you actually get bigger, better laser cannons. Oops, excuse me. I just hit my microphone. I'm hoping that's something they'll include in the... Hello, friends. In the later version, or... because this is a 0.12. It's still technically an alpha. It's not even a beta. At least that's my understanding. So, when they do get to beta, never mind, the modding community is already having a ball with this game. It's just... This is a perfect game for modding, just because there's so much that it can do. I mean, you're building a factory. I mean, shoot. And there's the enemy. I'll just keep going this way. I also wish there was a way to build... I also wish your emplacements would defend against damage. it'd be nice if they provided a bit of damage resistance or damage reduction. They don't, but it'd be nice if they did. So here we go. Because I don't have power armor or super special, I don't have the latest, greatest, biggest shotgun. This is the best way to do it. And it's safe enough that you can repair your turrets while you're creeping. And it's called turret creep. That's all this is. Although I do like the power drill noise that the repair kit makes. It's enjoyable to me. I have littered. There we go. Now, the thing is, I'm going to pick up all these power poles eventually anyways. I have no interest in... I'm not going to leave them there. So now I have to decide, do I go east, west, or south? And I think I decide to... Which way do I go first? South, it looks like... Or, where am I? Oh, there we go. East, that's right. So, not knowing the range at which these guys will trigger. They'll trigger the moment my lasers shoot them. But I don't know when they'll start. There we go. One of them wandered into range. Now this is a big base. Big base. Now, it's not as big as a base that I'm going to take on, I think, in the next episode. But this is still a pretty big base. Maybe this is the big base. No, I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is where I try defender capsules. And I'm going to try some grenades and get just wrecked. I mean, grenades... Yeah. Oh, I just got wrecked. How do you like that? So, I'm pretty much right where I was before, which is fine. And I'm laughing at myself. So, I think grenades are an early game tool. I don't know how useful they are, again. But those big, big worms, there's some blue ones that I'm going to run into at a base later. They're sick. But yeah, this is combat in the game right here. Again, I have an SMG, I can get a shotgun, and later on in the later levels, woo, there we go. Later levels, there are some rather powerful shotguns. Or I should say, it's just basically a combat shotgun with the highest grade ammo and the highest shotgun speed and shotgun damage and so forth. Yeah, lasers do kill pretty quick, which is a good thing, good reason to keep them always, what do you call it, upgraded. Now, luckily whenever they build, they automatically build at whatever level level you have. You don't have to worry about scrapping and so forth. So, I feel like I've made it to the coast. This may just be another lake. I don't know. There's another base up there. I think I leave that one alone, actually. Yeah, it looks that way. I think I leave that one alone. Don't mess with that base. So here I'm going to come back and start my way south. I believe? Nope. Go. No, we're going this way. Come get some, you terrible aliens. Right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're wrapping this up. Thanks for joining me for the latest episode of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. My name is Industrial Faith, and it's been a pleasure seeing you tonight. Have a good night, and bye-bye.